Listen, folks, the debt snowball that everybody's been using for years is effective, but it is not efficient. Okay? I just bought a new car and it gets me to work here. My house from my office is 20 miles away. And that's if I take the highway. Okay? It's 20 miles away. And it takes me a little bit of time to get here. My car that I just bought is effective in getting me here. But doggone it, that car gets 5 miles to the gallon. It's effective, but is it efficient?
That's a strong ham and cheese no, sir.
Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. The debt snowball is effective, but it is highly inefficient. If you're online right now, I need you to go and take a look. I have the opportunity cost calculator on the screen. So I'm going to give you an example of the debt snowball and how inefficient it is. And when I show you this, how the debt snowball actually works, then you're going to be able to see. Now, here's one of the main reasons why Mr. Ramsey will not endorse the P.I.L.L method. He'll never endorse the P.I.L.L method. And I'm going to show you why in about 3 minutes. Are we ready? Here we go. So we're looking at, I'm going to reset this. I'm going to make sure that our account is reset. And we're going to show you what's going on here with this program as soon as it loads in. So we're going to be looking at what we call the action plan. And in the action plan, we can see 4 months at a time. We have John and Rebecca Jones starting out in April. We can actually see through May and get in to June. Okay, so let's see what they're dealing with. Now, in the action plan, we're just tracking how much they're spending and how much they're making. All right. And then when we keep accurate tabs on that, we start to see these little arrows in the middle of the screen. And that says out of the money that you're spending and you're making. And if you're not seeing this, you need to go to ice10k.com and you'll be able to see why the debt snowball for many years has been effective, but highly inefficient. Okay. So here's what we're talking about. So the program then tells you how much money to put in savings. Put this money in savings, put money in savings, save up the money out of your budget, and then it'll tell you when and how much to apply to the debt. That's kind of the basics of it. All right. We're getting to the end of the hour, so I can't spend a whole lot of time with it. All right. So here's what we're talking about, folks. We're going to take a look at, here's the buttons I run everything with. We got action plan, we got budget, we got accounts. I'm clicking on the accounts tab, and in the accounts tab, we will see what the program is asking us to take a look at. And you'll see John and Rebecca Jones have to work with not only what they have to work with, but the loans that they have. So they have $500 in their checking account right now. Or wait for it to change over on YouTube. There it is. Okay. They have $500 in their checking account. They have $5,000 in their savings account. They have a $25,000 automobile at 4%. Okay. And they have a Visa that's $2,000 at 21%. And their mortgage is $200,000 at 6%. That is what they're dealing with. When I plug this all into the program, then the calculation, we can already see even before they make a payment, this program has already calculated that John and Rebecca Jones are going to save, look in the right-hand window, $179,442 in interest they will not have to pay. And because of that, they're going to be out of debt in 7.7 years. Okay? It's all about how much interest you save, not about how fast you pay down a debt. Now watch this. When we take a look at the action plan, the program will then tell you when and where to pay down the debt. So in April, all it's doing is paying minimum payments on the debt, all right, and telling you to put money in savings. In May, all we're doing is making money, putting it in the bank, paying the bills, putting money in savings, putting money in savings, putting money in savings, and making the minimum payments on the debt. But when we get to June, we get different information. And it says, take money and put it on the Visa and pay the Visa off to zero. Okay, pay the Visa off to zero. And when we do that, the program will give us additional information and then tell us if you pay the Visa off to zero right now with money you have in the savings account, making 0.1% in the savings account, you're going to save $1,736.34 in interest you never have to pay. All right. So now it says take that money and pay off the Visa. Now the Visa is paid off. And now we're going to go back into the accounts. According to debt snowball theory, Miss Coffee Brown, the Visa is paid off. I have a $25,000 auto loan and a $200,000 mortgage. My minimum payment on the Visa was $50.88. According to debt snowball theory, what should I do with that $50.88? Which loan should I apply it to next? The mortgage or the auto loan? Does anybody know?
I say the mortgage.
All right, you would say that, but according to debt snowball theory and the guy in Tennessee, what does he say? He says
the auto loan.
He says the auto loan because the auto loan is the smaller loan, correct? And he tells you that we want to start off with the small loans so that you can get the good feeling of paying something off. All right? So pay off the credit card, then take that money that used to go to the credit card and then snowball it into the next loan. This is a 5-year loan, folks. If we focus using like the debt snowball theory, we can pay off this car note, not in 5 years, but we can actually pay it off in 2. We can save 3 years on this auto loan.
But Don has some valuable information that can contribute to the quality of a person's life. And it only costs you a few dollars. It's his book. Why not get that?
I'm going to go through the P.I.L.L method myself with some of my investment properties. So I'm going to link up with Don, and then I'm going to sit down with him, show him my investment portfolio, and see how I can eliminate interest.